But let me now bring on board Mr. Adi Godrej, Group Chairman of Godrej Industries. Mr. Godrej, good morning. Always a delight to have you back on ET Now. Let's first start with the big picture with what is happening in the FMCG sector. Currently, it is a very strong scenario for the FMCG sector. FMCG companies have pricing power. They've managed to protect their margins, and they've managed to keep the SG&A cost under control. Do you think the springtime for FMCG sector will last, and do you think the springtime for your company will last for next 2 or 3 quarters?
The FMCG sector has done well. As you know, in 11-12, FMCG growth was good, consumer confidence was good, and most of the FMCG companies' performance has been very good. We have done exceedingly well in 11-12. I see that continuing in 12-13. Sales growth is excellent. The other advantage now FMCG companies are enjoying is that raw material costs are under control. Petroleum prices are coming down. That will lead to lower packaging costs, fuel costs, etc. Many other input costs are also under control. So I see the FMCG sector doing well, and our company, Godrej Consumer Products, has done exceedingly well in the first quarter.
Mr. Godrej, hi, good morning. What about your global operations? Are they getting impacted due to the Eurozone crisis at all?
No, not at all, because the countries we operate in are all doing very well. We operate in Indonesia, Africa and South America, and the economies there are doing well. Growth is good, like in India. The only part of the world which seems to be negatively affected is Europe, and Europe is of course not doing well at all. Even if you look at the US, if you look at Japan, the economies there seem to be recovered.
Are you looking for some opportunities in Europe, because currently it's a distress scenario, and distress scenario is the perfect time to pick some bargains?
No, we are not interested in investing in the developed world. In Godrej Consumer Products, our strength is at the bottom of the pyramid. We provide low-cost solutions for relatively low-income consumers, and therefore the developing world will be our focus. We have a 3x3 strategy, which means 3 kinds of products where we have great global strength: household products, especially household insecticides; hair products, especially hair color; and personal wash, in 3 continents, that is Asia, Africa and South America.
Mr. Godrej, just stay with us. The huge block deal which has happened on Future Capital, almost 38.5% equity has changed hand in a humongous block deal. 1.3, or rather in fact 1.5% up in the green for Future Capital right now. 38.6% of Future Capital equity has changed hands on the NSE. 2.5 crore shares traded at that. Mr. Godrej, just want to get back to Godrej Properties as well. How does one see the first quarter of the next fiscal pan out for Godrej Properties, because the street was a little disappointed with the Q4 performance, vis-a-vis the margins as well as the cash flows for the company?
No, our sales growth is very good. We have many new projects. We have signed 2 redevelopment projects in Mumbai. Our Vikhroli development is going very strong. We've had price increases. We've opening different phases in Vikhroli. So Godrej Properties is doing well. However, margins in the real estate sector have been affected. Cost increases are quite high, and whilst our top line growth has been excellent both in the last year and will continue to be in this year.
Mr. Godrej, you have recently decreased your stake in Godrej Properties. When I say your stake, the promoter ownership. Are you now comfortable with the current levels of promoter ownership in the company?
No, we have not decreased our promoter ownership. We had an IPP. We issued new shares to conform with the guidelines of promoter holding not being above 75%. So currently our promoter holding is 75%, and we are it's not a question of whether we are happy or not. It's a question, this is the guideline provided, and we had to do it by June 13 in any case. So we figured since the company is growing very rapidly, it's best to do it early, and we did it. We were in fact, I think we've been the only IPP issue up to now.
That was a successful one also, so my compliments on that. Markets, Mr. Godrej, are worried about what is happening in Ahmedabad. You have a large exposure in Ahmedabad, but suddenly Ahmedabad, if I look at the environment, too much of supply and demand has fallen off the cliff. Okay, never mind, a bit of a problem there, bit of a technical problem there. What do we have? What's the price on Godrej Properties? Let's look at Godrej Properties. Godrej Properties 560, it's a correction of 4 rupees. Now the problem with Godrej Properties is that it's a very illiquid stock. So 1000 shares here, 1000 shares there, a little bit of buying, selling could make or break the price. Mr. Godrej, apologies for that technical interruption. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes I can.
I just wanted to understand about what is happening in Ahmedabad, because I have read a couple of research reports in last 10 or 15 days, and some analysts do feel that Ahmedabad, which was an opportunity for you, now could be a challenge.
No, it continues to be an opportunity. It's a large project. It will pan out over several years. We expect 5-7 years. And it's been launched in phases. I think I'm not exactly sure, but I think we're in phase 4 or 5, and that will continue. And clearly, when there is a little softness in demand because of high mortgage rates, people who buy, there are two kinds of people who buy residential property. One is people who want to use it, and there are others who want to invest in residential property. And typically when the market is weak, the investors in residential property tend to stay away because mortgage rates are high, and to that extent demand is a little lower. But we continue to sell the project regularly on a weekly basis.
Mr. Godrej, what about the construction activity at your BKC land? How is that panning out?
Well, the construction had started earlier when JET had the land, and right now we are waiting for some final permissions, and then we will continue it. It will be a large project. It will be a 3,500 crore commercial project.
Yes, everyone's watching out for that one. But how soon can we expect all the approvals to be in place?
I'm not familiar with the exact details of that.
Are you worried about what is happening currently in India? Because if you talk to industry captains, all of them are worried about policy paralysis. Some also feel that India now is looking rusty and it's time to take their enterprise global.
Well, clearly we need to revive growth in the country, and there are two ways to do it. The reform process must be taken forward and governance must be improved, and clearly CII is working with the government to get this done. I expect after the parliamentary session is over, perhaps we will see some reform-oriented announcements. The other major reform which can help get the economy growing very strongly is the passage of the goods and services tax. It is the one reform that could add 1.5 to 2 percentage points to the GDP growth of the country, and I think momentum there has also been reasonably good. So I am hopeful that the GST will be in place before the end of the financial year.
In an evolving environment like this, for the Godrej Group, which businesses do you think are coming under stress, and where FY13 could be more challenging than FY12?
I don't think most of our businesses are doing very well. They are thriving. We have a very strong agri business, which is of course a private company, but doing very well. Our consumer businesses continue to do well, and I expect a good 12-13 for our businesses.
So what will differentiate FY13 for your group from FY12? I mean, what we should expect to hear from you, from your companies in next 6 to 8 months?
That's very difficult to say when we are in the second month of the financial year. There are many factors which will affect the performance. For example, if the reform process and the governance process goes ahead well, if the European crisis sees a solution soon, then things might be very good. If not, then the environmental pressures might not be good. But our businesses are generally modeled, generally strategized to do well even in not so good times.
Okay, Mr. Godrej, good luck with that and good speaking with you as always. Thanks very much for taking time out and joining us today. Godrej Properties, incidentally, on the brink of breaking into the green right now, the stock that is, and Godrej Consumer in an otherwise weak market as well. The stock is holding up by about almost 1% or so.